Kathy Woodard with Clemson University Public Service and Agriculture, and I'm here at the South Carolina Water Resources Conference in Columbia, South Carolina. And I have with me one of our panel speakers from earlier session this morning. It's Representative Bill Dixon. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you for giving us a little extra time today after your session to talk with us about some of the issues in South Carolina related to water resource management. And what we think our audience is going to want to know, or what are, from your perspective, some of the most pressing needs we have in South Carolina related to water resources and water resource management?
Well, thank you for asking, because I sit on the Ag Committee in the House, and anything we're going to be dealing with water is going to come to our committee. I look forward to South Carolina DNR study about our water with the surface water. They say in the next couple of months we should be getting that study. Water is very important because we all have to have something to drink. And also water is important because we like to eat, and it grows what we eat, whether it be a cow or a hog or any of the vegetables that we have. So water is a mighty important resource that we have in America. I look forward to getting the report from DNR on what we need to do to make sure we have water for the rest of my life and the rest of everybody's life who's here in South Carolina.
We've talked a lot at this conference for the last couple of days about specific research needs that the state has and the work that's being done by a number of different partners here related to emerging technologies that can be used to help with management of resources. So what do you think, from your perspective as a legislator, what some of those research needs are going to be for the next foreseeable future?
Well, we're fortunate in North Augusta we have the Savannah River. And so we have a large body of water there. The city of Augusta gets their drinking water and all their water out of that. The Edfield County gets their water out of that. We just want to make sure that everybody gets a fair shake as far as the cities, the counties, the farmers, anybody who uses water. We want to make sure that they're able to get the water that they need and there's enough to go around. But the main thing we have to make sure is people in South Carolina, we don't have a water war. And one of the other things we're looking at, especially in our area, is the city of Atlanta wants to come down to the Savannah River Basin and start taking our water back up to Atlanta. So we see Atlanta has a problem, especially when there's a drought. And I forget what their lake is up there, which is their main water source. I've driven over it on I-75, and you can see that it's way down. And that's when they start to come down our way and try to take some of our South Carolina water back up to Atlanta. And I find that hard to be able to deal with that on. And I'm not being selfish, but there's
it's our water.
It's our water. So it's very important because North Augusta, we just built a 30 million gallon storage tank because trying to protect our town, because the interstate goes right over our river. And there's been several tractor trailer wrecks that the tractor trailer has actually ended up in the Savannah River or the Augusta Canal, and it's spilling diesel fuel. Lucky it's not been real bad, especially if it would have been some kind of nuclear something that truck was hauling, or something real bad, acid or something like that. So we built a 30 million gallon tank that will allow us to not draw water out of the Savannah River for a week. And depends on whether it's the winter or the summer, whether people are watering yards, so we might be able to go longer than a week. But the river we call it self-flush. The contaminant would go on down the river. So North Augusta is prepared.
From the perspective of the legislature, what are your next steps? I know you have a session coming up. What will you guys be discussing? We got,
looks like the dam issues are going to come back again. And I say that as a word that's a dam, I'm not cussing, but anyway, because we got the teasing about that. But we'll be looking at dam issues, and we'll also be looking to get the report from DNR on what they're saying that we need to do for our surface water. And I don't plan on voting or passing anything prior to us getting that study, because I don't want to pass something and then off of a knee-jerk reaction. I want to pass it off of science and true technology and stuff that we learned. This is what we need to do to save our water and protect our resources.
Well, thank you, and thank you for your service and the work that you do.
Yeah, go Clemson, right?
Yeah, really, and thank you for giving us some time here at the Water
Resources
Conference.
I'm going back to the State House for another meeting.
Okay,
But thank you.